Okay, so how to use something different here. Alright. Have a nice cup of tea. I don't have any tea. I have hot water and marmalade and honey. But if you only had marmalade, you could use that. You could put a little bit of jam in your tea. If you only had a little bit of sugar, you could put a little bit of sugar if you had to have sugar. Try to use cane sugar if you have it. Whatever you have makes you feel comfortable. Use a little bit. You don't use it sparingly. Try to cut back on what you normally use. I did protein shake, and then I'm gonna have a glass of water, and then this warm honey drink. You know what I mean? Not being burnt. So that's what we do. Tea costs money, and we haven't purchased any tea, I should say, for before Christmas. That's for sure. We spent $40 on tea. We got 200 tea bags, and I picked up tea when my family member was sick at the hospital. I went to Shoppers and got some things. I picked up tea as well. That's where I got those face creams for my wife, or eye creams. I don't remember what I asked that girl for, but she gave me what I asked for. My wife was happy. It's hotter than ever. 2 little free samples of eye cream. Find yourself a hot chick, folks. And my chick's hot, inside and out there. Nice person. We all have our moments of not being nice. She has very few of those. She's always nice. But yeah, she's been I think she's been awful to me once. I didn't get what I wanted for Christmas one year. I'm teasing. She would get me something for Christmas if I asked, but I don't ask, and I say we shouldn't get anything for Christmas. I still try and get her something, but I don't think I got her anything this year fancy. I'd have to check the recordings. I can't remember. We don't worry about stuff like that. She bought herself a VR headset there for $200. We got a special $100 coupon. She had one before, but the headset broke and sent it back to the manufacturer. Got her money back, but she wanted one, but it was $550 back then. This was a couple years ago, a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know. Go check the recordings. It was a long time ago, at least 2 years ago. It was 2020 or 2021, so it was 3 years ago. But so we had it, and she really enjoyed it. Maybe it was 2.5 years ago. I don't remember. And so she got it. That's what she got for her birthday pretty much this year. It was her birthday, and she bought herself that, so I was like, yay. She used it once or twice. I haven't even strapped it on. Since my head injury, or whatever you want to say, I never played VR before my head injury, but since my head injury, it makes me whatever it's supposed to feel like. I'm like, do you feel like this? She's like, nope. I'm like, I can't do it. If it's a sitting game, like Star Trek, where it's just sitting and I can move my right hand on the, it's like it's like an iPad. It's a virtual iPad. I can move my hand on the iPad and not get sick from that. I play for. Well, I think I did get sick playing Star Wars, but it was I beat the game one time only. I was sweating in my gotch. We were on stream. It was awesome. That happened, right? So, but that was a long time ago. It was like 3 years ago. I wasn't feeling too good back then. I can honestly say I feel a heck of a lot better now. My neck hurt the other night. You know, if I'm in like a new place, or if I'm at like a concert that's loud and I'm just surrounded by people, I'll look around a lot more than I would if I was just at a house with like 3 people that I know, 5 people. I won't even turn my head, right? Like I don't need to. But if I'm at a comedy club and it's all dark, I'll have a sore neck in 2 hours. You know what I mean? So that sucks. That's just the way I've been brought up, you know. Not like my family. I'm just saying, like in general, I live in Winnipeg, so it's rough here. Me and my chick went to a concert. Well, we went to a few concerts, but we went to this one concert. I don't know what happened. I can't. Again, this is basically right after my head injury there or whatever. A year later or 6. I don't know when this was. It was so. This happened. We went and someone threw a drink at me and my wife, like 3 rows ahead. A cup and I was like, what the? And I kind of caught it out the corner of my eye, so I turned around and I was like, I knew it wasn't the people behind me. I said, like, you saw the cup go over your head. Did it go over to the left side or the right side? And he said, this over my right shoulder. So I looked and I said, and I kind of looked. As I said, I kind of saw with a peripheral, and it was this guy had a black jacket or gray jacket. I saw the sleeve anyway, extend the arm, because everyone was sitting still, right? But I just so happened to lean back or whatever, right as this guy was in motion, eh? And I caught him, eh? And man, we walked to the side, and he was so lippy, and there was an exit behind me, and I was like pointing at the exit, and I wasn't in any condition, especially like I was just. It wouldn't have been good for me if I got hit in the head back then, like at that time, because I don't need any more problems than I already had going. So, but I wanted him to go to the exit. I was like, you gotta leave here. You can't be. What are you? I didn't even know. Like, I never even. Me and my wife were like, what the? And I didn't want this to continue, right? So I had to stomp it out, like I always say. And so I went up to the front, but I told these guys, I said, keep your eye on my chick for me, eh? And I looked them dead in the eye, I shook their hand, and they said, don't worry, we got you. And they stood up, and they stood right in front of the aisle, staring at this goof. And I said, don't start, my wife will leave, and I'll have to go home. I said, seriously, I said all this stuff. So I go up to the front, and I get security. I say to the security guy, I'm like, this goof in the 3 rows back threw a drink at me and my wife, eh? And he's like, oh, where? Point him out to me. Are you sure? Are you lying? I'm like, no, man, I'm coming up here. I'm not drunk. I'm not nothing. He's like, he said something about my cologne or you smell. I'm like, yeah, that's true. He's like, it smells pretty good. I'm like, yeah, you better believe it, bro. And we walked back down. The guy was super cool. And big dude, huge dude, way bigger than me. 6'5", 350 pounds, and he wasn't that, like, he was big, man. This guy was heavy, and he could bench. Like, this guy, I wouldn't really want to mess with this guy ever. If I had to, I would, but it wouldn't be my favorite day of the week, that's for sure. So, we go down there, and I'm like, I don't want him to, like, I just want him to stop. Like, can we just make it so there's, like, really no scene? My chick hates scenes, you know? And he goes, yeah, I'll talk to him. And he grabs him by his scruff and he like picks him right up in the air. And, are you gonna throw any more drinks? Just remember the look on the guy's face. He's like, no. He's like, this guy could totally tune you right now. The door's right there. Do you want me to put you outside? He's like, no, no. And I'm like, I'm laughing, eh? But I'm like, just why? Why would you do that? I said, just stop. Don't be such a goof. And for the rest of the night, those two dudes that I said watch my chick for me, they were laughing and they were totally cool. They switched seats and went and sat behind that guy and they picked on that guy for the rest of the night. It was kind of funny. But I and my wife didn't really. She's oblivious to most things. She doesn't really see stuff, But there were words exchanged as well. But I'm not gonna really say anything. And I could tell by the way this person was that he was throwing hate because it was like me and my chick. I'm Jamaican, or I'm Jamaican too, but she's Jamaican and I'm Jamaican. I just don't look like the rest of the Jamaicans. I don't have to, Jamaicans say they're Canadian. Why can't I say I'm Jamaican? Right? There's no you can't be this or you can't be that. I'm also not like trying to say I was born in Jamaica. I just love the beliefs of some of the Jamaican Rastas, that's all. And I like to live like that. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person because I love plants. But my whole life I've been put down, called a loser by lots of people in my family and friends, whoever, you know, because I enjoy a plant, right? And I'm just not into it anymore. Like I said, I gotta get away from the negative, and it's my friends and family, you know? Not all my friends, of course. I picked my friends, right? Most of my friends are perfect, beautiful people. I don't get to see them hardly ever. But whenever I see my friends, it's a great time. I haven't seen some of my friends for years, but I'm 40. I never said, hey, I'm gonna see you next week or nothing, and then I went away. It's like they probably went away before me, and then they came back or whatever, broke up, did whatever they did, and they're back in areas I've been around. I'm still gone. I'm not really thinking I'm coming back, right? And to be honest, it's a small part, just a fraction of the life I lived, right? I We spent a lot of time, you know, indoors or at certain parts of, you know, certain areas, you know what I mean? It's not like you can't replicate those places or find better places to move on to, right? And I actually have. So I've created my own places of paradise wherever I lay my head is home, and I'm very proud to say that I have, found happiness in Canada, but other places as well. Like I found happiness in places in the States. It's just I can't go to the States for a while until everything clears up with what's going on. It's too dangerous. I'm not getting stuck somewhere when I could be living, like I said, in paradise, right? Or somewhere new, which like I'll make a paradise, right? That's what I'm trying to explain. Is like your paradise is what you make of it, right? Don't limit yourself to like, oh, just the three things you've ever known, right? Don't have a bad experience and then just run somewhere. The same place everybody else in your family always ran to, the same area. Screw that. I'm not gonna be feeble like they were. And well, there's nothing in my situation. There is nothing, right? I don't have the opportunity to have like some people, you know, get a house, get cars, free babysitters, go on trips all over the world, and get somebody else to watch your kids. I don't have that. Number one, I don't have any children, right? So there's no tiny kids in my world. So this is awesome. It's not that I don't like kids. I love children. I just don't want any, right? I'm at the point now where I'm too old to even take care of, more than a cat, right? I got my own responsibilities. They're putting a squeeze on me 10 ways from Sunday. I can't keep up anymore. So I'll be 45 and I ain't gonna live stressed when I'm 55. So I see what stresses me out right now, and I'm changing that right now. So my life just got a whole hell of a lot better. And I got 10 years to prove it. I just want, in the next 10 years, I want to make sure that these people are never in my life again. So it's done. Like, most of them will never have a clue, but it's totally not like a question. I've really had a lot of time to think about this. If I was going to have a talk with them, sit them down and explain what kind of horrible people they are. You know, I'm going to save some people the heartache of hearing the hard truth about how they treat their children, right? And it's sad, man. It's really sad. Sad to know that there's people out there so greed driven, so thoughtless and careless, only worry about yourselves. And especially in these times when you see your other family members completely helping out generously their children and people do nothing. It's just, I'm done. My heart is just palpitating. Me and my wife struggle so much, and I've had it. So we moved to another place, far, far away from here. People are far too cheap to make the trip. Not to mention, it's just, you wouldn't even know where to go. You need an address, right? And it's just not a thing anymore. You want to send mail? Send an email, bud. Because that's what's up. That is what's up. And this stray cat, if he gets any cuter, you guys, OMG, bud. OMG. He just sits by me. Check out my socks, bud. The socks onto me, bud. But yeah, I definitely wanna. I had a nice sleep there, so I'll be up all night making. I gotta start that actually, but I'm gonna go 5 minutes. And then I'll grab some ice, a few other things I'm using for this batch. Probably make 2 batches, and then it's gonna be her. If I can't make 2, it'll just be 1 decent one, but I'll make 2 because there's 2 different kinds. So, and that's the last of her. That is it. But we'll get that done tonight. It'll be done in an hour, probably 2 hours. And then, probably watch some Northern Lights outside tonight. Watch a few Northern Lights shows, you know what I'm saying, yo. Alright. I hope y'all are having a great day. I'm having an awesome day. I'm going to have, I should have called my chick. I still can, actually. That's unreal. Sorry, buddy. Let me get that off you. Alright. So I don't know if you heard the news or not, but we are moving. So the show will be postponed. The late show hasn't started officially yet. I don't know if it's going to now. We'll have to see if we can get a few weeks into the late show before the move, but it's not looking good, bud. I gotta make some quick moves here. We gotta go get a different vehicle right away now. See what else we can do. Make some quick moves, show some people we're serious, and this is it. Goodbye. Take us while you can, because we're gone. There'll be like a couple people that, I don't know, what we'll do. We'll have to like go on vacation or something together. We'll have to save up for a trip with friends and family or something. Maybe meet them out there. They can pay for our wedding or something. Ah, we'll figure it out. Just quickly watch how many people be like, yeah, we were just wondering if you wanted to come to our wedding. Be like, oh yeah, it's in Hawaii and then Jamaica and then South Africa, Peru, Rio de Janeiro. We'll probably make a quick pit stop in Vegas. This is gambling with our lives at this point, right? So we'll stay for 4 hours in Vegas. And then we'll head her, you know what I'm saying? But enough time to, wear one of them robes and look all fancy for a half hour, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got here. Use up some of my free credits I got for like 7 years now. I don't even know how long it is. It's been a long time. It very likely could be 7 years. No, it's been longer. Yeah, it's been longer. Wow. Unreal. Alright, let's see what we got here. All right.